are travelling to Bali without insurance, be bloody careful, and in fact just stay in a hotel and drink beer and go home. No, look, here I am in Ubud at one of the big hospitals. Something simple, it's nothing super urgent, but it certainly gives you a lot of peace of mind to know that the people that are taking your family out on tours and out and about throughout Bali are the right people. Luckily, thank God, I've got Ketut here. Now, look, I'll just give a quick background. Today, a heap of us, there was about nearly 20 years, family and friends over for the wedding, have decided we're going to all go up to Ubud to do the cave tubing and the coffee swings and just have a nice little chill out afternoon and enjoy Bali. Unfortunately, there was a lady who fell out of her cave tube, out of her little inner tube, and it was a bit of a roadblock and she was going underwater. So my son grabbed the side of the cave to try to stop the raft and the lady from drowning. And in doing so, something really simple, but he dislocated his shoulder. Now, normally, if you can get to a shoulder while it's just popped out, you can pop it back in. But if you're stuck in an inner tube going down a river underground, you don't have the chance to stop, stand up, and cause more people to get injured. So his arm was out long enough that by the time we got to the other end and we could stand up and get to him, it was starting to swell up a little bit. So instantly, Ketut says, right, get him to hospital, get him sorted, and we'll look after it. And so I just want to say, I can't thank Ketut enough. He's just incredible. I've got a couple other stories about Ketut helping other people. There was a lady who broke her back, who fractured her spine doing an ATV tour. And look, these things can happen. There's a lot of adventure sports here in Bali. And a lot of people do stuff, and some people fall off or fall over, or you could trip over in the hotel and end up in trouble as well. In fact, at my actual wedding ceremony, we had a young boy who happens to be my wife's nephew, fell over and cut his foot, ended up with 5 stitches. So look, it's like anywhere you can get hurt. But if you've got the right people backing you, instantly the staff and Ketut organised to get my son back to the hospital. He's had x-rays already. They're looking after him. They've given him something for the pain, and within a few minutes he's going to be out of there, hopefully. Now, he has a bit of a dicky shoulder, so it's not something that really surprises us because he's had some problems in the past. But just to know, because we've got a good operation. Now, if you go to some guy at the side of the road that's going to sell you a tour, there will not be any likelihood or any guarantee of any support. There's no code of conduct amongst tour operators over here. It is the luck of the draw who you go with. And honestly, the reason I've stuck with my mate Ketut at KW Tours is everything he does with integrity, and everyone that's been on one of his tours. And I do know people that have got hurt or had problems or need a refund because they couldn't go on the tour or got sick, anything like that. Dealing with people with integrity is absolutely paramount. So listen, Adam is fine. He'll be fine. He'll get better. But it's just really important to say, look, anyway, it can happen to anyone. It could have happened to me. It could have happened to anyone, but unfortunately, poor old Adam had a bit of a rough trot. But he's in good spirits, and Ketut's here with me, and we're at the hospital. And look, they're being lovely, and that it would have been pretty daunting. I've got to say, they don't do a lot of signs in English. So if I can show you, I'm not allowed to film inside the hospital, but so I don't know what that says, and I don't know a drop-off zone. I can see that, but I wouldn't even know, even as the dad, even coming up here with the tour operator, because we let everyone go and get sorted out, and I said, okay, you and me, we'll go down and see how he is and get things sorted. I wouldn't have known in the first place where to go, what to do, so not knowing and not being able to speak the language or whatever means it's bloody hard for your loved ones to even know where to go and what to do. So having someone that can be there, the tour operator or the driver, the interpreter or something, is just essential. Anyway guys, look, that's all it is. I just want to pop in and say be careful, be really careful when you're out there. I would never go on a tour without someone that I know well, and I know Ketut and all his drivers. KW Tours, it's My Bali Activity, www.mybaliactivity.com. And it's not an ad for Ketut, it's just, hey listen, I want to recommend someone that I know is going to look after you and get you home no matter what happens. And like I said, I know a lady last year who's fractured her spine, and Ketut's drivers dropped everything they could to go back to Denpasar, get the proper brace so they could get her back. And look, that's another story for another day. But be careful, guys. Be careful who you give your money to and who you're trusting your life with, because there are some cowboys over here, but there's also some bloody amazing people. We had a fantastic day at the cave tubing. It is safe, and it's probably one of the safest activities. It just happened to be his arm went back, and as if trying to stop the rafts from going over the top of this poor lady that fell out. And it's only waist deep water. It wasn't even immediately life-threatening, but it could have been. And it just turned into a slight mishap that now has ended up with a young fella here in hospital. So he's not that young, he's in his late 20s, but he's okay. So, hey, guys, there it is. Have fun, look after yourself, see you when you get here.